Hello dear friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Mukesh English. This is Mukesh Soni. In this video, we are going to have a discussion of model question paper of first semester BCOM and BBA Generic English under BCU, that is Bangalore City University. And this question paper is for 60 marks. The part A consists of workbook, that is for 40 marks. Under this, you have the first question where you need to read the passage and you need to answer the questions based on it. And there will be 5 questions will be asked based on the passage. So the passage you can see on the screen here. You can go through the passage. Then you need to answer 5 questions. Read the passage at least for 2 times and don't copy the answer as it is. You just extract the information and answer the questions. So after reading this passage, we find here 5 questions. For example, Indian Premier League is considered the brainchild of Lalit Modi. How many seasons of IPL have been played till 2021? 14 seasons. In which year IPL became the first sporting event to be broadcast live on an online platform? 2010. Then what is the antonym of the word professional? That is amateur. Then according to the Duff and Amp, which the brand value of IPL in 2019, it was 6.3 billion. That is true. So like this, 5 questions will be asked based on the passage given on the question paper. Now, the next question is for the 5 marks, that is from the topic called data interpretation. The following table shows the production of sugar in different units for 5 consecutive months in a year. So you need to read the table carefully, and based on the graph or the diagram given on the question paper, you need to answer 5 questions. So this is from the topic data interpretation. So in which month unit B has smaller contribution to sugar production than the unit D? So we find the answer here August. Unit A shows the continuous progress in production of sugar over months. Then in the case of unit E, in which of the following pairs of months the production of sugar was equal, April and May. In the month of June, unit A has the highest production of sugar, that is false. Then unit C has recorded the lowest production of sugar in the month of April. Now, so this is about, so we have gone through here 2 questions. One is a comprehension passage for 5 marks, data interpretation for 5 marks. Next, you have the questions from the topic listening skill for 3 marks. Here, 3 questions will be asked, each for 1 mark. Question number 1, how is hearing different from listening? Hearing refers to the act of receiving sounds and becoming aware of sounds through your ears, but listening refers to the making a conscious effort to perceive the sound. Question number 2, mention the different types of listening: deep listening, therapeutic listening, critical listening, active and passive listening. Which is the most important skill in learning a language? Listening skill. So in this section 3, you will be asked 3 questions from the topic listening skill, each for 1 mark. You can either you answer the question in a word or in a sentence. Now the question number 4, do is directed from the grammar, that is the remedial grammar. So the functional English or remedial grammar. Introduce yourself to your English teacher as a new student, that is for 2 marks. So you can write the dialogues by using an appropriate punctuation. Example: hello sir, good morning, my name is Sharma. I have recently joined first semester BCom course. This is the way you introduce yourself. Then request your NCC officer to consider you as a volunteer for Independence Day celebrations. That's for 2 marks. That means you need to write the requesting remark or the requesting statement. So, could you please give me an opportunity to be a volunteer for Independence Day celebrations? Question number 3, express the words of appreciations to your friend on completing graduation day or the graduation with distinction. So how to congratulate others? That is for 2 marks. Hi Suresh, congratulations. We are proud of you. Then inquire at the college office regarding the last day to pay the examination fee. Sir, could you please tell me the last day to pay examination fee? That is a polite request or the polite inquiry. And another fifth question, as a student coordinator, seek permission from the principal of your college to conduct an intercollegiate business quiz contest. Good morning, sir. Would you please permit us to conduct an intercollegiate business quiz contest on 23rd March 2023. So this is how the language functions: requesting, inquiring, giving permission, seeking permission, congratulating. So these topics are here refers for 10 marks. Next, instructions. Here you have a choice. Two questions will be two questions are set on the instructions. You can attempt any one. So here we have sample question: give instructions to your friend on how to get a new ID card from the college. So you need to list out by using the numbers or by using the bullet points. So the sentences should be imperative sentences in the instructional mode. Go to your college office, inquire for ID card form, fill the ID card form, paste your recent passport size photograph, attach the receipt of the college fee, submit the filled form and receipt at the counter, collect the college ID card afterwards. Then you will have one more question in this. You have another choice for the instructions. So another question we have here: give instructions to your mother on how to withdraw the cash from ATM. So stepwise, insert your ATM card in the respective slot, choose your preferred language using the keypad, enter your PIN number, especially 4-digit number, choose the transaction type as cash withdrawal, select your account type, key in the amount required to be withdrawn, then collect the cash from the dispenser, take a receipt of the transaction from the receipt printer. So that's for 5 marks. So minimum 5 steps or the 5 instructions should be there. Next, you have here, write the directions, how to direct somebody. So if you look at this map, you need to direct someone to how to reach the point PQ from the point A. So use very short directions like go straight, take right, take left and go straight, pass the bank, from the bank take left, then you will reach the point A. That is for 2 marks. Giving directions is for 2 marks. Then you have few questions, questioning skills. Frame questions as to get the underlined words as the answer. So question number 1, the presentation was done by the experts. So to get this underlined word, you need to create a question. By whom was the presentation done? The students are the beneficiaries of NEP. So here to get the answer, the students, the question will be, who are the beneficiaries of NEP? Then the man was looking dull because he had lost his wallet. Why was the man looking dull? So answer is here because he had lost a wallet. So here you need to prepare the question to get this answer. So this is how framing questions will be for 3 marks, especially framing WH questions will be for 3 marks. Then question tags. Question tags will be for 2 marks. The 2 questions will be asked here and you need to write the question tag. Remember, you need to rewrite the sentence followed by comma, then question tag and ended with the question punctuation mark, question mark. It is raining heavily, isn't it? So if the sentence is positive, your question tag will be negative. If the sentence is negative, your question tag will be positive, vice versa. They do not believe in contributing to a good cause. So they do not believe in contributing to a good cause, do they? Because the sentence is in negative, so the question tag should be positive. So the question tag is for 2 marks. Next, you need to fill up the options. You need to fill the blanks with the suitable options. So here 3 blanks will be given. This topic here refers to the subject verb agreement. The doctors save or saves. So correct answer is here, save patients from the pandemic. Why? The doctor, the doctor's subject is in the plural form. So here the main verb should be without S or ES. The new textbook has arrived, not have arrived. The new textbook is a subject that's in the singular form. So the singular helping verb should be used. The cricketers, along with the coach, were present at the press conference. So the first noun or the first subject is the cricketers. This is in the plural form. So here the plural helping verb were. So this is how we can see the grammar here. Next, the last part, we need to fill the correct form of the word given in the bracket. Assist, assistance, energy, energetic. This for 2 marks. So this is how we end here. 40 marks grammar, and the next we are going to have discussion of the course book, that is for 20 marks. Now the course book is divided, 20 marks are divided into the 3 sections. Number 1, here you need to answer the 2 marks questions. 2 marks questions will be, you need to answer. Number 1, who are Santoshi, and 2 marks 5 questions. You need to attempt here 5 questions for 2 marks. Who was Santoshi? I'm sorry. You need to attempt here 5 questions for 5 marks, each for 1 mark. Who was Santoshi and why had she come to Srinivasan's house? Santoshi was an eunuch and she had come to seek the maid's job. What does a chronicle do according to Shakespeare? It accounts the historic time. Why did Okeke refuse to accept Nanny Atang as his daughter-in-law? Because she was not the part of Okeke's tribe and Okeke wanted his son to marry Goe, a girl chosen by him. Then buying and selling is a trade. Which are the 2 crucial areas according to Kalam that is required for developing nation to become a developed nation? And the answer is here, science and technology. Then question number 6, what is choice fatigue as explained in freedom and choice? So there's so much choice that we find it difficult to choose. Some people feel that we actually suffer from what may be called choice fatigue. Means to say we get confused about a choice. So it's very difficult to choose that what we should really have a kind of choice. So like this, you'll be asked here 5 questions for 5 mark, each for 1 mark. So out of 6, you need to attempt 5 questions. Now, the part 2. The part 2 here, you need to attempt one question. One question you need to attempt, and only one question you need to attempt out of the 2 or the 3 questions, and one for 5 marks. How does Santoshi convince the inmates about her intentions and objectives? So answer is here. This question is from the lesson acceptance. One's existence becomes real only by acquiring identity. Identity crisis is what is prevalent in society today, creating more and more disenfranchised communities. The eunuch named Santoshi comes to seek the maid's job, which fell vacant after the previous maid left, as she was not given holidays. Santoshi was of huge size, around 6 feet, with strong and muscular arms, and was shabbily dressed. Contrary to the common mannerism shown by eunuch, such as clapping hands on the face, knocking on the car window, asking for alms, Santoshi showed politeness and fineness in character. Perplexed by the look of the visitor, Rama shut the door in fear. Later, when she regained her composure, she inquired about the whereabouts of the visitor. She said that she was born as a poor boy. After the death of her father, the boy was forcefully castrated by some miscreants and was changed to a girl who was sent to beg. She was staying in a slum and was working for the slum orphans. In fact, she wanted a steady income to support her cause. Rama became emotional and wanted to employ the eunuch, saying that it was the responsibility of the educated class to bring the oppressed people into the mainstream society and empower them. So, this is how Santoshi was able to express her objective, that why she really required a job, why she wanted to work for someone. Next question, why must traders invoke the master spirit of the earth while in business, according to Khalil Gibran, famous poem Buying and Selling? The poem begins with the description of earth's prosperity, the fruits of the earth. The prophet says that an earth yields her fruit to satisfy us, and he recommends the merchant to know how to fill his hands. He says that it is an exchanging of gifts from the earth and one can be satisfied by understanding it. He also says that if the exchanging is not with love and kindly justice, it will only lead to poverty and other problems. Then he glorifies the hard labor of the seafarers, farmers, weavers, potters, and the collectors of spices who invoke the master spirit of the earth and sanctity, the scales, and the reckoning value against value. Question number three: what are the career options available for women in the modern world? In the essay Freedom and Choice, the author N. Krishnaswamy says that in the past, career options for women were limited to teaching and nursing, but now they have career options in almost all fields like system analyst, CAD specialist, desktop publisher. So, various programs are introduced in the computer education field and they are becoming a part of English usage. He also mentions some popular courses like mass communication, advertising and journalism, electronic journalism, video editing, and special courses in the fashion designing. So there are few institutions like NIFT, NID. They are offering the courses in fashion designing, graphic arts, interior designing. The School of Interior Design, Center for Environmental Planning and Technology in Ahmedabad, and in some other institutions, they offer courses on this subject. New IITs and international and Indian B schools are being established. So, for a creative mind with an artistic bent and a good knowledge of designing and typography, the sky is the limit. So, this is how out of the three questions, you need to attempt one question for 5 marks. Now, next, out of the again three questions, you need to attempt one question that is for 10 marks. How does Geneva Achebe bring out the ignorance and superstitious beliefs of Igbo community of his story, Marriage is a Private Affair? The story basically presents the burning social problems found in the rural areas where the majority of the people are superstitious and uneducated. Okeki, living in a village, does not like his son marrying with a city girl of different tribe. It presents thus the conflict between father and son, one representing the traditional values and the next modern and changing values. The next important point in the story is that it has shown the fact that marriage must be a private affair in everyone's life. One must be free to choose his or her life partner according to his or her wish. It helps them to lead a very happy life and also it helps to avoid the social discrimination to a great extent. Though the story presenting a burning social problem deserves good response and appreciation from the reader's side, yet, in deeper level, there are many points in which they may not be satisfied. Now, people are not as they were in the past because of changing social values and education. People are not stuck to the old values, tradition, and system. So far, marriage is concerned, people are enjoying it as a private affair rather than the means to protect the culture. Intercaste marriage has become the fashion among the youngsters of the time. So the story presents so the present story captures the interest of the people. However, some questions come in the mind of the reader while reading the story, like can a father really become so cruel with his son? Similarly, can a father tear the photograph of his son's wedding picture? Can a young man in Nigeria really challenge such strict traditional values and norms? The people in the village advise OKK to consult a native doctor. They think Nemeka has some mind disease, but OKK does not listen to them. The story says that Nameka's father was of less superstition than his villagers. Why does not Okeke accept Nene as his daughter in law as if he was less superstitious? Question number 2. Have eyes to wonder, but lack tongues to praise. Explain the statement with reference to the sonnet 106. Sonnet 106 is one of 154 sonnets written by the English playwright and poet William Shakespeare. It's a member of the Fair Youth sequence in which the poet expresses his love towards a young man. Sonnet 106 is addressed to the young man without reference to any particular event. The poet surveys historical time in order to compare the youth's beauty to that depicted in art created long ago. Not surprisingly, he argues that no beauty has ever surpassed his friends, admiring historical figures because they remind him of the youth's character. The poet contends that what earlier artists took for beauty was merely a foreshadowing of the youth's unsurpassed appearance. In the final couplet, the poet compares historical time with the present and finds that although he has criticized his forerunners for for the lack of definitive descriptions of beauty, he too is unable to describe adequately the young man's beauty. He surmises that the earlier artisans never would have been able to do artistic justice to the young man, and he says, and for they looked, but with divining eyes, they had not still enough your words to sing. However, the poet admits in the sonnet's last two lines that he does not have the necessary skills either, for we, which now behold these present days, had eyes to wonder, but lack tongues to praise. You should note the parallel imagery in the sonnet's last four lines, in which the past and the present are contrasted. Eyes are capable of viewing the youth's beauty, but the previous artisans did not have the skill to sing about the young man, neither has the poet the skill to praise him adequately. The third question. So, three questions will be asked. You need to attempt one question for 10 marks. The third question, write a note on the three conferences spearheaded by Kalam. The essay Towards a Competitive Nation is an extract taken from Kalam's famous book Turning Points, a journey through challenges, the inspired sequel to Fire and Wings of Fire. Dr. Kalam mentions that keeping ahead in the fields of science and technology is the only way for a developing nation to become a developed nation. Dr. Kalam emphasizes to focus on the three major areas: nanotechnology, e-governance, and biodiesel. And he mentioned the three important events which took place in Rashtrapati Bhavan and Rashtrapati Nilayam. These events are Nanotechnology Conference, E-Governance Conference, Bio-Based Conference. Dr. Kalam signifies the importance of these events in terms of potential impact on the future of the country. As a result of a discussion with scientists, Kalam hosted a full-day conference in Rashtrapati Bhavan. It led to many significant advances and innovations. For example, scientists from Banaras Hindu University devised a simple method to produce carbon non-tube filters which efficiently remove micro to nanoscale contaminations from water and heavy hydrocarbons from petroleum. So this is how the 20 marks questions from the course book will be asked. There will be three sections. You need to answer 5 questions in the first section, each for 1 mark. Then the second section, you need to answer 1 question only for 5 marks. And again, third section, you need to answer 10 marks, 1 question. So 5 marks, 5 questions. Again, 5 marks, 1 question, and 10 mark, 1 question. So dear students, thank you so much for listening. Please go through the textbook, and I have prepared the videos on each and every topics, each and every lessons. You can go through the videos link in the description box. Thank you once again. Wish you good luck for the examination. Dear friends, thank you so much for watching this video. You can reach me at mukeshenglish@gmail.com. Please do subscribe the channel, click on the like button for more videos on literature, workbook, pronunciation, grammar, communication skills, presentation skills, interview skills. Stay in tune with Mukesh English. Thank you once again.